India has one of the most vibrant startup ecosystems today. We have thousands of startups which are being launched every year. We have great government support. We have the India Stack. There's great influx of early stage capital, right? So why do we need another accelerator program? Like why today? Why now?
India has about 1 lakh registered startups according to DPIT. And maybe we have 100 accelerators, which are regular, well run, which are not episodic in nature. And even if each accelerator accelerates two cohorts, 40 companies a year, we're talking about 4,000 companies getting accelerated.
Wow.
So there's a gap of almost 96,000 companies which don't get the kind of support it's required to grow into. The mortality in early stage companies is very high. So the first reason why Accelerate is a very, very important idea whose time has come is that uh, in India, we want to reduce the mortality of infant companies. We want to really, really ensure they get to the next stage. And there aren't enough accelerators there. The second is most of the accelerators have a couple of challenges or operational gaps which Accelerate is trying to fill in. First gap is these accelerators are not started by people who have run companies, built companies, scaled companies, or who've been seasoned investors. Their ability to accelerate only depends on the mentors and coaches they get, which at times there could be a gap in. Second is every operator, every founder requires a different kind of handholding, different kind of acceleration, depending on whether you're building DTC, whether you're building SaaS, or you're building a fintech company. The mentors and the coaches mapped to you can't be generic. Most accelerators in India don't do this. Accelerator is going to have unicorn founders, stellar VCs who are going to be helping these companies get accelerated. And the matching is going to be very scientific and basis the sector, basis the problem you're trying to solve. The third is early stage companies need three, four things. They need competency and skill building, they need mentorship, and most importantly, they need access to capital.
Hmm.
If an accelerator is unable to do a stellar demo day and ensure that the selections get funded, then I think there is a huge gap. And at Accelerate, the focus is going to be to do stellar demo days, prepare the companies well, and not really aim for a standard or a large cohort, but aim to find, even if it is 5 to 10 companies in every cohort which are stellar and which get accelerated well. So I think these are some of the gaps. The fourth gap which Accelerate is trying to solve is a lot of these accelerators are funded by corporates, which are great because we want more and more corporates to step up and fund and help the startup ecosystem. But whenever there is one sponsor which is funding an accelerator, the priorities and the objectives of the accelerator get mapped to the sponsor entity.
Hmm.
And you actually want an accelerator which is not mapped to anybody's objectives other than the founder
Yeah.
objectives.
Yeah.
So I think these are the four things which Accelerate will aim to solve. And it's an idea whose time has come.